Hey guys, welcome back to Tokimotive. Thanks everyone for the huge support for last week's video. It gave me a lot of joy to see all the good feedback and everything like that. This week I'm extremely short on time and money, so basically I'm going to continue the cleanup of the wagon, sort out the engine bay because it's covered in dust from events and all the rest of it, and try to refit the new mount for the new style of fire extinguisher I'm running, because it doesn't actually buckle up on the new extinguisher, the old mount. So I'm going to sort that out so that things are actually secure and proper. So that's about as far as I'm willing to go in terms of the engine bay. I think it's pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a drift car, so be what it is. That's pretty clean for a drift car, I think. It's definitely not a show car by any means, but it's definitely not filthy. Alright guys, so it's the next night. I was feeling pretty rushed yesterday when I was filming and it showed on camera, so I'm going to redo some little bits of it tonight. Essentially all I used for cleaning up the engine bay and that little time lapse was a cloth, a screwdriver to poke it into places I can get to with my hands, and Bowden's orange agent, which citrus based, not harsh chemically, and it cuts through everything you need to cut through. It works on interior and exterior. Just don't bother using it on glass. It leaves a residue, but other than that, it's pretty perfect, well-rounded product. I even use it in the house. Tonight, the plan is we're going to finish mounting up that extinguisher bracket, which I had to cut the other one off because I couldn't actually reach it up in the gearbox tunnel, because I put the 25 depth box in it a while ago. And the bolt holes don't match up either, so we'll have to re-drill it all and all the rest of it to actually get it to mount properly. So it'll essentially be a how to fit a fire extinguisher. But I'll put you in a better angle in the car and we'll get into that. So I've marked out kind of where it's going to sit. I checked it before with the actual extinguisher in it, so it should be good. I'll go ahead and I'll drill those out, and then we'll have a go at the new grip nut tool. Like so. Once it's actually on a drill, it's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So I think there'd definitely be advantages to having one of the normal rivet type handled ones, just for getting into certain places in the engine bay. I think this will do the job for what I'm doing here, but just if you're in the market for one, it's something to keep in mind. It does sit very long, very bulky on a drill, but we'll see how it actually goes. So I've come to the conclusion that the carpet's going to be in the way for the riv nut tool. I can't get it to fully seat in there. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a couple of little crosses into the carpet just so I can get it hard against the metal. Hopefully then it'll actually work. Alright, so I'm going to have another go now. I've cut the crosses in the carpet and I can actually see the metal underneath. Hopefully I haven't drilled the hole too big and this will actually work. May have drilled the holes in the tunnel too large, used too big of a bit, and had to hollow out the mount to suit M8 bolts, which luckily this thing goes up to M8, and I'm going to give it another go. Alright, I can say once I learned how to work the thing, it's actually pretty good to use. So hopefully they're all in the right spot. Alright guys, well that was how not to install a fire extinguisher using riv nuts. That obviously didn't go to plan. I drilled the holes the wrong size from the start and that I was kind of chasing my tail from there, but I got there in the end and it's in. It's not exactly as nice as I wanted, but it's in. It'll make things easier in the future still. But yeah, hopefully this was entertaining for you, and yeah, hit that like, subscribe, and there'll be more content soon.